do I need lipstick?
Here's the last place.
Yeah.
You know, I was kidding. I'm kidding today.
What did you do?
She didn't have her lip.
Lights, makeup, action.
Yeah. Wait. Oh, I got it in my purse. Use mine. I can't find it. Looks good. Okay, she's ready for a close-up, Mr. DeMille.
Hi.
Hi.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Susan Krikorian, and I've been here at Directions for many years. I'm one of the oldies. Over 20 years ago was the first time I went through the course.
What brought you here?
Pain, headaches, needing a place to express what I was feeling. I'm an only child, and so I didn't have the connections that other kids did with siblings, and so I was always the one that kind of took care of things. In my family, my dad, oh God, he was a wonderful man. He's an exceptionally loving and good man. And my mother is a wonderful person. And they had their problems. My dad was an alcoholic, and my mother didn't know how to express her feelings. And so it would all stay stuffed until it exploded, and then they wouldn't talk. And so being the only, I took it upon myself to figure out how to pull my family together, because I needed a safe place. And so I figured if I could get just one to smile, I was doing good. And that I could build on. And that's what I've done all my life, is to pull my family together. And what I did in the process of that for myself was, because I didn't feel as though I could express myself, all those feelings were stuffed inside of me, and the only safe place in my home was the bathroom, because I could go in there, people don't bother you, they leave you alone, and I learned how to cry in the bathroom, alone. And then, because I was always the one that was laughing and keeping, you know, things light, and so that was my safe place. And through life's lessons, and my innate desire to learn, I have always wanted to learn. I've always known there was more out there for me, and I always went after that. And I would go to different meetings, and I would go to different groups to learn. In the process of that, I met somebody who was a part of New Directions, and understood some of what I was feeling, and invited me to come to the weekend. And what I found was, and this is very important for me, what I found was a safe place for me to be and to express my feelings and all that was inside of me. I had stuffed them for so long, I didn't know how to release them in a healthy way. And whereas my parents did used their ways of coping with life, I used mine when what I knew was food, and so nobody could tell me what to eat, how much to eat, or what, so I could control my life through food. And that's what I did. And I still remember the first class, and I remember sitting, there was some people doing some work, and I was kind of getting, you know, I was going, okay, I understand this, and I was sitting kind of on the edge of my chair, and somebody said, hey Susan, come on, stand up. I think it was you. And I did, and I got into the middle of what was going on, and for the first time, I was actually able to show the anger that I was feeling in a safe place. And what I learned was I kind of scared myself there for a minute because I realized just how deep that anger was and how invasive it was within me. And so I just kept coming back and kept working on it. And I've been doing that off and on for over 22 years now.
So what kind of results have you had since then?
Life is good.
Life is good. You all summed it up?
Yeah, life is good. It's not always easy. There are times when I think I've got a handle on things and I find out, no, I still don't in certain areas, and I'm still working on those. But what happens is that I have, with each time I go through a new situation, I learn from it,
Okay.
and I build on it. And that strengthens me, and I've learned to stand up for myself and be as independent vocally as I am internally, which is really good. So I've always been an independent person, but now I can say what it is that I want, and that's important.
What, you've done some work on your food issues, right?
I have.
Any results in that area?
141 results. Thank you. Yeah, to date I've lost 141 pounds, and through a variety of methods, but all good. I've got a little more to go, and what happened was I needed to do a lot of the healing first so that when I started losing the weight, I had the strength and the information to move on. And even at that, I have found that situations come up that I had allowed the food to mask. In relationships, that's been an area that I'm learning again. It was easy to have the weight on and stay safe. I didn't have to do that. And I'm learning, and that's wonderful. I've just made so many good friends and learned more about me, and so that's really a neat thing. Kind of happy. Thank you.
It's wonderful. Have you seen results in other people too, classmates?
I have, yes. It's been really, really amazing to watch people that I knew 22 years ago, where we all were then and where we are today. I see mostly in their faces and in their body language how relaxed they are and how willing they are when something comes up that they want to, that kind of throws us. We come back and we get some help, and that's really neat. It's really neat.
So you're not alone in the bathroom anymore?
No, most definitely I'm not alone in the bathroom. I have made such close friendships because of New Directions. Two of my closest friends are because of this class. And they're people that I can call. When something comes up, I can call and say, this is what's going on. And one of the things, just a piece that I learned in class is that it's okay. I've got a relationship with a friend where I can call and say, this is what I'm needing now. Do you have time to listen? And they will say yes, no, or otherwise. And that's important because it's good to be there, and it's good to know that I've got somebody there that has my back. And so, and I can cry. And that's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
That's a good thing, absolutely. All feelings are good. They might not always feel good, but they're all good because we live in our feelings. At least, I hope we all do. I think people are learning about their feelings. I know there were things that I needed to learn about it. But, yeah, all feelings are good.
And that's something that's hard to learn elsewhere?
I think one of the other pieces that I learned in the course room was tying those feelings to where they fit in my body. so that if I'm in fear, I know it's here. When I'm in anger, it's in my abdomen, my stomach. And so when I'm in some of those deep feelings and I can't figure it out, I go to my body and say, okay, what's going on here? And when I can feel it, then I know, okay, now I understand. I'm beginning to get some clarity here. And that's been very helpful for me.
Okay. Anything else you wanted to share with someone who may not have been to the class?
Actually, yes, most definitely. And that is that this is a safe place to be. I've talked with many people about New Directions. I've brought people into the course room, and one of the most important thing I've said to them is that it's a safe place to be. It's a safe place to release your feelings. There aren't judgments here, and that's most important.
Have you, recently we've had some veterans go through the class.
Yeah.
Have you seen any results from them?
I have. It's been amazing. It truly has. I remember the first time I was in the course room when I saw a veteran as a student, and I watched him. And I saw all the facades, and I saw all of the hiding and all of the things, and you know, it was kind of, I'm a good student here because I know how to do the Army thing or the military thing. And as I watched this person through the weekend just kind of let go of pieces and get in touch with feelings and let go of things that had been held on for so many years. It was amazing to watch and to see this person relax as the weekend progressed, and to see, to visualize that person's face from day one, and to see that person dancing on day 3 was just a hoot. It was great, and just to stay connected and hear about the shifts that have occurred since that class. It's just been wonderful. So yes, I have seen the changes and the shifts that can be made through this course, and it's important. I keep coming back to it's important, but it is. It is very important.
Okay, anything else?
Come. Please.
Great. Well, thank you for doing this. Thanks for your involvement. You're always very welcome here. You're welcome, big, bright, shining face and love bug and
And the dancer.
Sport and the dancer, yes.
We get
It's
to
really nice
dance.
having you, yes.
And celebrate.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
Celebrate that. So.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Thank you too. You and Paula, thank you too.
Okay.